One of the quickest and most economical ways to get into food growing at home is by purchasing seedlings from your local garden centre. The hard work of germination and early growing has been done. It's simply a matter then of putting them in the dirt and watching them grow. There's a fascinating behind-the-scenes story about growing these seedlings, and that's why we're here in Wanneroo at Banara Nursery's wholesale production facility. In order to keep the price of seedlings affordable, every effort's made to automate the process. Seed is sown into tiny cells using a seeding machine. These seeds are literally sucked onto a revolving tube and then blown out into the cells. A covering of fine vermiculite is added before watering in a rain tunnel. A special germination chamber, which is a bit like a delivery room in a hospital, where temperature, moisture and light levels are fully controlled, ensures even sprouting of the seeds. After growing out in a greenhouse, the plants are big enough to be moved along. A robotic transplanter then removes the tiny plants from their cells and places them in punnets, ready for a few weeks' growth before being transported to garden centres across the state. The nursery grows plants in a range of different punnets for different purposes. So for an example, the fairy range, this is more for the budget conscious, 10 cell packs. Then in the garden fresh range, there are 8 cell packs, slightly larger. Great information on the back about recipes, etc. Then, if you've got little space, these advanced plants are just the shot. 4 plants in each punnet. And lastly, an individual plant in the maxi pot. This, by the way, is a brand new variety called Cupid Berry. It's a tomato that grows in trusses. Wonderful flavour. So what would be on top of the list to plant out this week? Well, I'd be looking to bung in tomatoes, capsicum, chilli and strawberries. Look for the top taste range, all trusted and well-tried performers. A range that I'm going with at home this year are the Diggers Club heirloom varieties. Seeds have been passed down for generations, and the tomatoes in particular have delightful flavours. They take me right back to when I was a kid and my dad grew so much of our produce at home. When you're buying your seedlings in the garden centre, make sure that the soil or potting mix is nice and moist, then take them straight home and make planting the first job when you get there. That'll ensure that they hit the ground growing.